12 over his last 6 games. And a steal by Anthony, but he'll finish it. Despite the outstanding shooting performance that North Carolina had against Syracuse on Saturday, Danny Manning pretty resolute that he was going to make North Carolina prove that they could make jump shots. Wanted to make sure that Anthony's shots, along with Brandon Robinson's, were contested. That one was. And
a lot of things about Mike Young, but that's the program he built in Spartanburg at Wofford, Corey, and it's the program he's building in Blacksburg.
Absolutely, and when Katie mentioned the confidence that he has in his play.
Getting a stop and getting out in transition is the North Carolina way. And one of the areas of concern for Roy Williams, he wants to be able to pick up this tempo. But right now, when you're not getting stops, and Elon's scoring the way that they have.
And again, very few second chances for Duke on the glass.
Carolina has been very solid defensively.
Nice pass. Brooks. The assist.
Buster. Number 7 Duke taking on Virginia. And then 9th-ranked Maryland leads the Big Ten by 2 games. It'll host number 24 Michigan State. Both games are on ESPN and the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. Cole Anthony for 3.
30 for Louisville. He has started a handful of games for the Cardinal. Wore a step back, looked good, but he comes up short. Both teams continue to struggle from the floor.
It is a good release, isn't it, from Wara? This is where he's in trouble.
Anthony's so strong.
Yeah, this is where I'm athlete. There's a lot of air underneath his shoes.
And Duke creeping back into it. Brooks wide open. Gets the bounce.
Even at 7, they fell behind right out of the gate on a 7-0 run to get back even. Falling behind by 10 right the early going.
Well, I think Olivier Sarr's been much better with more responsibility. They've thrown him the ball and allowed him to make plays. And I think the responsibility is what gives you confidence.
He only had 6 points.
Ball.
Pritchard up ahead, juiced in. Look at Anthony. Wow.
From beyond the arc in that opener, 10 out of 20 saw on the panel. Jawan Durham, the transfer from Connecticut, missed a short putback, and Armando Bacot pulled it down for the heels. Steve Pfluger starting on Cole Anthony.
As well. For North Carolina fans, you got a lot to be excited about the future. They got appointed Paul B. Cardi, one of the top 3 recruiting classes in the country.
Anthony, who started UNLV, won a national title, played 11 years in the NBA. Not used to seeing Carolina with a shot clock winding down like this. And Anthony.
Defenders up. You get defenders up off your feet. You just need a little bit of room to be able to create.
Anthony against Markel Johnson. And Anthony.
And what a start for the Blue Devils at the offensive end. Anthony coast to coast with the...
In his 1 year there, an average 9 points per game. Largest lead of the night for Florida State.
Wow, they're starting to play well right now. Florida State.
Keeley finally to have his own rooting section, his own fan section here at the Dome.
Stephen Enoch into the game now. You'll see him, and that is a big presence. You mentioned Azubuike, who is huge. Most people, Stephen Enoch will stand next to and make them look small. Azubuike may be the one exception.
Wow,
Anthony all the way to the hole.
Incoming recruit, the leading freshman scorer in the country. 34 points in his debut against Notre Dame. Leaky Black will not...
21st double-double in 25 games this season. Laszewski missed the corner.
Trying to go back and watch the McDonald's All-American game, and Cole Anthony had a beautiful blend of shooting and passing. The floor was opened up. He was able to play in space. And this kid's just a
Put himself in a position to get the stop.
Now Brown's averaging nearly 13 points per game, but he's yet to scratch tonight. Anthony. Bucket.
The court area has gone back to the locker room. It looked like he rolled his left ankle. We don't have any update on the severity or whether or not he will return. So Roy Williams is going to a very big guy, Jay, but a guy who doesn't play a whole lot.
Yeah, not the most mobile big guy, but he does take up a lot.
Free throws for either team.
Yeah, if you've got a flight, these two teams will get you on.
Anthony goes baseline, reverses, and one.
Ben produced some great guards, including Kenny Smith in the house, Kenny Henderson, who went to Georgia Tech.
His
Anthony now, and inside, and Garrison.
Off the feed from Buddy Boeheim. Cole Anthony from way beyond the arc, and mark that field goal.
Cole Anthony quickly in transition. Keeps crazy in the first meeting. Chance after chance. 12 offensive rebounds now for the Heels. A chance to tie or take the lead. Anthony. Tie game.
Not to mention Luke May, who's just a double-double waiting to happen. And new pieces, new roles, led by a star in Cole Anthony.
Robinson wide open. Got it.
This part of it, those guys are as tight as you and I, and they're terrific friends, terrific buddies over a long time. And this was the day that all of them were supposed to come that time, but they turn the heat up on you now on those ATOs.
Leaky Black blocked the three-point try by Hub with the shot clock running down. Hub had the launch one. Anthony over Pfluger.
First TV timeout.
Okay. I like it.
Good tight man-to-man defense by Alabama. What a split of a ball screen. Look out now.
Just a pretty backdoor cut. Went out to the right wing and immediately turned back. Will step and go to the rim. Right after Carolina. Baycott's not in the game. Keeling's not in the game. Leaky Black's not in the game. And they're a little bit compromised.
The defense side. Baycott rebounds. Anthony, full head of steam off the glass and good. Side shot was contested. And Carolina the other way, tied at 30.
You know what I love about Herb Jones? A missed shot does nothing to what he does on the other end of the floor.
And there's Brandon
Slovakia.
And Armando Baycott not starting the second half. We saw him go out due to injury early in this game. Justin Pierce getting the second half start. And we'll see how that affects North Carolina, especially on the glass, as Cole Anthony.
Football rules.
Yeah, just smash it down.
Confused the heck out of me in my first game over in Spain. It's like, what did he do?
Anthony pull up.
All right, Cole Anthony to inbound. Good screen. Looking for a lob and a throwdown.
Mike Young-Sutko. They may be in the same spot. Here's Anthony, baseline and one. The game's important to him. He touches his teammates not only physically, but with his voice. He's a leader. And on an NBA floor where the floor is spread, this kid's going to be a handful. North Carolina shooting 67% in this half. And Anthony improved.
Make Roy Williams happy, especially on the first possession when you go over the scouting report and know what Elon normally is going to do. But great execution by the Phoenix on the first play.
The sophomore from Italy with a layup.
BN plus. Fury weighed in at 6'9", 273 pounds. Chisel. You know, two of my all-time favorite sports memories. You mentioned Muhammad Ali. One is spending the night at Larry Bird's house one night.
Ball, so no double dribble, no travel.
And Sidibe really starting to become a factor off that screen and roll where teams are going to blitz the guards and try to take them out of it. As Cole Anthony now shooting.
Went for the steal against Leaky Black. Just missed it. Shot clock headed toward 10. And Carolina's at midcourt.
Man, I'd almost think about running and jumping.
Anthony! Clutch buck. Cole Anthony, but a sweet little move underneath. And Wake Forest still hanging around within 3.
It goes back to the answer. The answers are not just what you do on the offensive end. Sarr's got to be careful.
Yes, he does. He very nearly picked up his 4th foul. Anthony for 3.
You're my guy and all that, but 2 nights in a row, that's a lot.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was going to happen. Play tech on the drive and
These one-possession games, you have to think that maybe you get clipped in a game postseason, but because they control tempo so well, Keelan Clark has controlled the game. And Keelan Clark's averaging 6 assists.
First free throw shooting team in the ACC. North Carolina 7 out of 18 from the three-point line. They've shot the ball well for them tonight. Cole Anthony, a deep 3.
You know what, let's finish up our all-freshman team discussion. So we talked about Vernon Carey, yes. We talked about some of the others. I also want to say Tyrese Radford of Virginia Tech doesn't get much love. He certainly should be in the conversation. And then two guys, David Johnson of Louisville and Isaiah Wong of Miami. To beat the buzzer again, Carolina.